So tonight is AEW Dynamite. Really, it was really good show tonight. So I'll go with eight, go with 8 without a 9. So if you want to subscribe and this channel you want to subscribe to of any channels you want to add to, you get one membership, you get one subscription on my screen. The, my screen is below on my screen, bottom on my screen. You get if you want to switch my second channel into a my toys hunt action figures leak reviews, you can check that out. The screen right here on my second channel. They get two separate ways. So let's go to from AEW Live tonight. So having Adam Page with Ospreay will face off for the first time. So after when Heyman Adam Page to declare that he wasn't putting sports sticking behind him, so I wasn't even wherever he could never forgive or forget. After he turned to Will Ospreay, who arrived with a microphone. After was explained that he knew the cowboy had asserted, but after he still considered in just his story not him and a pace. So I just undone Carter's family to interrupt where Ospreay leaned out. It says after he is a cowboy will face any of two members of the family. After Heyman did not pursue Ospreay putting his hand on him, and the two almost came to blows. After this was a great all-around Heyman and a Pace promo to start was the highlight. After showing his face tone is more or less to compete, even letting his rivalry with sports can go. Into it, Ospreay arrived and he started his second baby face. That was the point of the cowboy. After how ill as it went along, after he learned Hill putting on the crowd love of him and Adam Page. After he put his Sony above of him and Adam Page, which could mean he fully plays a bad guy, and do a match at Double or Nothing, it is more likely true. Listen at the end of the day, the Double or Nothing crowd will feel above. And when Ospreay lowered a heel to did make it to a match to come feel more. After was the interval, the winner to be a top babyface to the conscious of Shawn Moxley and this force the Connell sold. After when him and Adam Page, oh, Ospreay has that guy. After the Don Callis family has arrived in a match, the setup was the most was the only part of all this living worlds. Was it instead into the force encounter of these new rivalries. Into with him and Pace in Osprey versus any comparison from the iconic John Carter family. I will make for a great match from next week and test how well the cowboy can work together. Adjuvant Pace has a question why, said the crowd. I was a suit for him, but he wanted them to know that it did make a difference. After he admitted that he felt nothing after he went over sports taken into Osprey said it was a puzzle to finally talk to Heyman after they had always missed and eased over the promises. After he said that it was no longer about Heyman, after it was about Osprey, and after all, Scotty Hathaway was traded to Tony Schiavone. So it was before formally expecting Danny Garcia a single and top silence from AJ All-Inclusive tomorrow night. So in the next match got Saberson and Mental match. They got Tony Storm, which they got Thunder Rosa, which they got Bobby Ford, and Andy Say. So also after a coveted bottle of Making Bang has arrived to a destroyed 81 until Harley Cameron came running in with also pipe to send the Muggers running. Iron with Bang is out of the way of Tony Storm took 80 out and locked Bobby Ford in a quick ring for the submission. I think this could have been an easy way to get to Storm's next silencer, and I just someone won without paying her after. However, it also worked well. I need to keep up Storm in a hot streak, so the crowd was completely in on the acid turnout. I was celebrating the wild spots and that grateful send the match down so the stress. I just said interest of Bang made sense, but it did lead to an awkward pacing for the causing stress. After a contest that was running beforehand, and the insert in just was a muscle so that keeps the energy high for the whole women's atop division. After even whenever it is hard to call, who will totally step up to set the silence against Storm and get the next title shot. In the middle of this match, Tony Storm. Hardy Kevin permits to watch Anna backside before she headed to the ring. After Bobby Ford kicked Storm between the legs, who rolled outside in pain. Bobby Ford moonsault onto the both Storm and Eddie Say. After then, in from the water to dove onto 81 after the results. Andy was in Storm to a special handshake and hug. Andy and Moses' spot was shown is at the top left corner. So I was probably personally the same as the first tease for the arrival of the classic spiral. It is EKA from a stardom in Japan. So speaking of MCF Hurts with top flight, he said, activate MVP called for all tag team to step to the whole certificate of top flight has arrived. So I listened to a call and get shot by MCF struck beating down on both Georgia and US margin of top flight. Engineer Bobby Lashley said he will have to answer for the assault of the earth for next week. I just thought it's sweet and just was an innovative assessment to keep the story going. So I wasn't moving even if it still feels like the angle is going too long without forward progress. I wasn't after so many votes for MCF. This would have been a great time to symbol I know that Almighty giving him thumbs up because it is ever coming. So it was hopefully next week we'll never the final answer. So I just see all you watch this assessment closely from attendance. I just went MCF to interrupt and will Osprey this interview to wish him good luck. So it wasn't a warning that assault also the oath that he did not want to revisit the feud. After a young Caddis family assigned the Atwattles to found some partners in fight to the fold and force of the family. So speaking of Alicia Charlie tried to get an early answer from Lashley, but the Almighty received advice to stay silent on his answer from illegal and her. So I like that sentiment between the Bob Lashley on his part this story assessment. It was really good. So next match, they got Always TV championship match. They got Nate Wayne goes 1-on-1 against Wano. Andre Wano was the basic prize silencer for Nate Wayne. So Elvis wants the ECW legend fought hard so that Ring of Honor, the top television champion, put him down with a kiss switch. I just a growing chemistry between Nate Wayne. The present case has been a fun story week. So I was to a week suppose has pushes Wayne into the big role as one of the most heels. I knew this was not much of a match, but it was fun to see Wano and AEW Wayne as one of the ultimate Sony man. It felt right for him to work at a last one time for AEW. So obviously it will be a shame to be without the Always TV champion. So obviously during his time as the best of the simple solo tournaments. And this could be a good opportunity to give kept saving some evening time. A question in supposing should not completely disappear from on television. And the winner of this match, Nick Wayne. Speaking of, Tony Schiavone received a note early into the night that Nick Wayne will face someone from Christmas past with the all rates TV services on the line. So, also after Center Wayne Christian drop Wayne title on the mat is disrespect. So, in the next match, they get 6-minute match. They get Sports Diggling, Mike Bailey, and Mark Briscoe, which they got like Young Bucks, and Ricochet. So, Matt and Nick Saxon continued to work with Ricochet, but Sports Diggling and Mark Briscoe and Speedball Mike Bailey to look to have their number in the final on the axis, but Matt caught Swerve returning to the ring with the stack up the pan for a 3. I think this was over for an elite match. This was smart to last week. The crowd was at its loudest for this one is showing the asses in heading on the hills in a crowd muscle. I just a big drew for this contest. It was Wolf Diggin who was having an absolute blast and throughout this contest he served by he served more of these all-star chat matches. So I think it was a big surprise to see the Mango that Japan here. I think that works better for the story, and then I just said amateurs and Young Bucks has says organic sports and even more. I just said the question after back-to-back wins is a real. I just think legacy might be covers the EVPs to add him to the elite. I just said a one and only has shown that he fits the ability. And the winner on this match, we got the Young Bucks and Legacy. I just think Legacy asked the Young Bucks to follow his lead against Sports Diggling and Matt and Nick right inside the Dead Riddles in their locker room. I just let the Young Bucks sent Legacy to the waves up multiple times in this match. After Legacy hit is steady, Minnesota on Mike Bailey only to take a house call from Sports Nick caught. I just was where he can and just drove, but he popped up right into our house call. Argument Sports hit the gravity multiple times as he threw around the Young Bucks. I wasn't looking inscrutable. I didn't Nick was so shocked that the Young Bucks. So I did want that he gave a full credit to Legacy for having such a winning match. So speaking of Monday, when Sammy Hill sat down this interview, I did when Sammy Hill sat down with Renee Paquette to explain why. I usually does not want to be compared to Mercedes Monet. I usually saw that CEO has to. I was entitled in not worry of Owen Hart legacy. Argument Monet attack semi-hero as a two has fallen out into the area. Otherwise, semi-hero sent that CEO running at first Monet snuck around. So I was laying out Halo and I was a lot hole and it statement Michael. Sammy Hill and Monet have made the most of the time. They have into double anointing this rivalry is a looping week by week. I just let it sit down. This interview alone could have been enough, but I just brought from last week so how personal the story has already gotten. I wasn't at this days above the competitors have stood tall and the boss get more important each time. So whatever they can keep Saturday going by double nighting, this could be the most hated angle of the CEO AEW one so far. I am more it feels like Semi here could be the one to find to undefeating the CEO in AEW and 92 is a calling. Indeed, it Semi here continues to land in her on her bottle, colorful two-back outfits, so no matter how many times see to compare to Scooby-Doo. Agent Quest Scanner tied to Parasite again to We're Not a Girl. I wasn't instead we wanted to fight her on inclusion tomorrow night. So we got the famous and Mantle match. We got Kazukoa goes one-on-one against Kevin Knight. Agent Wade Ruth attacked Kevin Knight during his entrance. This was Sogan set out into Speedball. My baby made set a save. Agent Wade Kevin Knight still wanted to compete but fought from behind throughout. Agent Wade set finally got Boy the Remaker caught him with a drop kick. So I was in a Remaker to take the win. Also after Ward a cover lead out Kevin Knight with a pull of Remaker's Speedball made a save again to avoid damage. After the attack from the bull limit this match, but it was still good after that for infringement set. After he will be missed of Harry by AEW, I wasn't doing his BOSA 1, and you went Kazukoa could not lose with this setup. I wasn't given how much AEW has protect him. However, I knew that President Stark could lead to every match down the line was a goal. I just once Kevin Knight was returns. As it is in the meantime, it seems the card next to Dinosaur will be Speedball, which should be a great match. on any stage. And the winner of this match catches a car. After only inside a night lose it going to Kevin Knight. I knew that was going to make him pay with his blood for costing him $1,000,000 on a collision. I knew when Uncle Mark Kevin Knight parted, it was spotted in any comment for his opponent while playing. Here's the main event. So we got Samoa Joe goes one-on-one against Koyo Kazakori. And Koyo Kazakori is Samoa Joe about wasn't 12 is conscious but once. I just said the Samoan hold submission machine locked in Sakana Quats. I just said it was 7 men was a quick to tap out. Everything until Sergeant Wells headed to the ring, but Powerhouse Hobbs came out with it. He was grabbed the steel seal. After went Samasi stop about Samoa Joe and Hobbs went out category with the seal. I just has still got it, but it proved he never lost it at 46 years. There wasn't possible some serious injuries. I just hope submission machine can still wrestle with the best of them. I just it helps to work with a powerhouse has a level of Koya category who also works more faster than his 44 years of age. I think this was the most to compete match of the night. I think it kept the strong, steady pace throughout. The result was a forgotten, but it still worked well. And you with Moxley and Koya category have sorts of how small so required quotes can be so. I just so feels as dangerous to Moxley has anyone he faced before. I just said a steel six match should be great next week. Also, even if when images are going to be in place to save Moxley, I just said Derek Riddle's angle has improved. Scotty thinks to a level of the competition with is why Beast Play is highly suspended. And the winner of this match, Samoa Joe. Argument Koya category found an old, so his Avenger just stayed behind for his entrance. I just so played intended for the crowd as they is saying so I'm gonna kill you. And also it wasn't good enough has not been AEW extended for a while. I just saw a soul but not understanding, so just like a downgrade. I just put what the company has recording. I just however there will always be wasn't out 20 weeks. It just was heavy, a bold, a bad soul. I just felt opening on the closer up with Osprey and him and Adam Page was incredible. I just most of the absence was at last good, sparkly, I just highlight. I just breaks the energy of the crowd. I was behind the women's the I was forward in the lead of triple threat. I just small so in Korean category may not have been Bonnie drama, but they went too. I just to compete in silk how the tide is slowly turning against the jet rattles. Benjamin received money and Simi here were not longing to be upstaged by the man's own unconditionally more heat in your ongoing rivalries. I just with some big top masses save for injury on cruising tomorrow night and be split for next week. So everything just what was normally sold something like that. I just thought if somewhat forgettable 2 hours of wrestling. So I also like that match, the assessments, they put all together of rivalries. Yes, it was an incredible night. So it's gonna make a YouTube community poll for a night. So give me 1 minute. So let's go to my X poll. So we got 3% liked it, 3% is alright, and 100% didn't like it. So let's go to my X poll on Twitter. So let me set my X poll. So we got 3% liked it, 3% is alright, and 3% didn't like it. So, I recommend AEW was a great show. Also a night. So, let me see here on my screen in a quick minute. So, Kent Lyons is at Evolve of tonight's main event. So, it might be a good match for a night. So, this was incredible matches. So, let me see here. It's Hardy came into place at basketball at the exam with Simon Singh, the big silent dude. So let me put a screen here in a minute. So this is Hardy Cameron is at basketball with Simon Singh of NBA basketball. So let's call Foxhole and backstage giving no, it's not it. It says Sarah with the awful male. Mrs. Casacoa also says met him at St. Louis. This was Osprey. This Steve Eternal got announcement tonight of a new championship belt for a men's. This Panther getting ready for this Saturday night for St. Louis. That's all he came in and say. I wait for him to his debut very, very soon. So, since Robinson is coming back to AEW very soon. So, this was a best day. So, it says, I get big pop for Bono on AEW on the Dynamite of tonight. So, this was really good show tonight. Here's a new music of tonight's Dynamite. So, that's Dragon Lee. He lost her speed championship belt to Eric Grande and Cameo. So, this was the best matches of all time. So, let me see here on any more. So, we got new match for. So, we got Always Women's title tournament and for Always Women's World Champion. Dion Apostle is back in all weights. Will be in action, taking on the Port Bulls match. Will be on this Friday. WatsAlways.com on YouTube channel. So I might watch that sometime this Friday. So Suze Robinson is very close to a return soon. Our sources confirmed that Suze Robinson has been pretty well and heavy for another 8 months. Obviously, but still awaits the closest from AJ for his return very soon. So, if you like this review tonight, please give me a thumbs up for this review tonight. So, this was the best of the night. So, I saw this tweet. It says stating Hall of Famer Bono has made his AEW big debut tonight. So that's Awesome Dawn to Legend Wakes. So this was the best AEW matches of all time. So let me see here. So let me see any more. Oh yeah, Stewie Channel. If there's a new men's evolved championship in men's and women's. So I'm just picking up Lisa Oops and trying this out. Actually, where Osprey says he doesn't enjoy of WWE. So WWE is on follow now, but like I still has not only improved but has a wrestler I access to it, so I haven't watched WrestleMania. That's what he said, I think. So, let me see here anymore. So, Corey category has tapped out. It's a current clutch. So, let me see anymore. Hold on. So, I haven't heard anything success yet. So let me check on Jeremy News here. We will break down this Saturday night for Backlash. Okay, so we haven't heard anything just yet. Oh yeah, I saw Steve Waltman. He was in TNA Wrestling from last Thursday night. So I saw him on his TNA Rebellion pay-per-view. I seen that pay-per-view of TNA Wrestling. I seen that. So I've been doing any more news and stuff like that of just content on my YouTube channel. That was incredible of this. So I'm gonna pop out on my screen. Oh, there's more. So do you think if only to dream is so a second sense in WWE, or should he move on from wrestling altogether? What do you guys think? So all the fans is so crazy about Wano was in All Elite. So, it's more. Speaking of Mr. Oops, Tom Brady names of Hulk Hogan had his greatest of all time in WWE. This is what he said about Tom Brady said. So, let me see. So, it's more. So, we got, I knew it was a new book. I'm gonna show you guys a minute. I just a force for the AEW book will be paused and just in an assemble. This book is all elite. So I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna show you guys on the book here. Let me see here on AEW book. Let me pop on the screen here. So I'll see there's a new book. So let me see this. Put it on the screen. I'm gonna show you guys. So I didn't read this book. It says this book is all elite. This is called a front row seat for the history of the first 5 years of AEW and a classic of memories packed with available photos and exclusive interviews written by Keith Greenberg and AEW available now will be on November 25th. You can pre-order your copy today. So I'm gonna put it on the screen here. Do you guys want to see this? Here's a new book. It's about All Elite. So here's a new book. So if you guys want to a copy to pre-order of this book from All Elite, it says All Elite Wrestling, and coming soon. Pre-order your copy now, and your pre-order books are sold out already. So this book will be coming out on November sometime this week. I might get it. I might put it on my YouTube video on that. Get some more rules and more content. Everybody like to see that. So let me see any more here. Hold on. Okay, so let me go back here. Oh yeah, Mrs. Stone has been tweeting this out. It says tonight, tomorrow night it's gonna be, but tonight's Evolve on Tubi in YouTube channel has a fastest lineup and what which a hate announcement for Evolve the first to be. That's why he's been tweeting this out of Mrs. Stone said. So, I remember this new interview. This is Avani. So he's doing his interview with St. Maltman. He has X-Pac. And his real name is St. Maltman. A part of JDB and the TNA. He was a part of Deep Wrestling X for a long time. Like, he was the best he is. So, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins have been in WWE for the past 5 years. And in World Promo, World and other franchise. So, are you ready for Money in the Bank? It's coming soon. I'm ready for that season. So we got Agent on Mystical Glass Slam. Be here on, I say, I say next month on since something I think. I think May is soon, or August. So August is my birthday coming up, a few months away. So I think this part of Kevin Cross about I seen this part of NXT way back in the day when I watched this old classic clip. So I seen that part. Oh, it's more. So Nikki Cross has been tweeting this out. So I'm putting on the screen here. Do you guys want to see this here? So Nikki Cross put a red dot on a tree. That's a right 6. Let me put up a screen a minute. So after Nikki Cross put a red right here, it means a right 6. So yeah, Nikki Cross posted on a photo a while ago. That's a right 6. And this is what was about. So we got more contracts coming to AEW. To report a sign of contract with AEW. Oh yeah, speaking of today of the sports killer to remembers the late of great Owen Hart on his birthday today. Owen Hart. So let me see here on Owen Hart birthday message here. So after he passed away, this is part of his birthday. So speaking of the Queen of Hearts, Natalia, she's been tweeting this out. It says, I was dedicate our project tonight to the King of Hearts, Andrew, who is always in present to me, and because oh, happy birthday on Heart. So it's more next tweet. It says, Owen Hart didn't get a day off for his birthday, but the boys pick up a cake in a cold hotel room and remind him he modeled the lesson gave you a titles. I just will give you moments. This was a one of them. Happy birthday, Owen Hart. Rest in peace. Yeah, he's been passed away since like 19. Yeah, he was born 1955 and 1999 to honor to remember Owen Hart. Let's top right there. Happy birthday, Owen Hart. Rest in peace. So, Kings of Hearts, forever. Happy birthday, Owen Hart. And now he's been tweeting this out. The next one she said, I think of him every day. Happy birthday, Owen Hart. So this was a long time to honor and to remember to all the fans and attendants to wish him have the best birthday of Owen Hart. So he's turned 60 years old. Late of Owen Hart. 60 years. So this is a long time since late WWF. I say May 23rd, 1999. I'm also Squabble 1 in the WWF. So let me see any more here. Oh yeah. Boy Boys has been turning this out of late of Owen Hart of his grave. So let me put the pop on the screen here. So this is Body Boys is at of the service of Owen Hart. So it says Owen Hart right here. And this is part of the statue grave. And that's Body Boys. Here's green too. So it says Owen James Hart, not late of 1999. So this was a sad time to hear about the honor of Owen Hart for late birthday. So thank you for watching of tonight's AEW Dynamite and so much more. So I'll be doing it live on Friday SmackDown. And doing it live on this Friday. I say have a great Wednesday. Have a wrestling night. We got so much more. So I'm gonna finish up a minute. So let me see here. So I was thinking about in ring because I don't think there's anyone from that side of WWE that like a mess of any of our guys in AEW. It might could be Ospreay is the one to some sip to WWE, I think. So what do you guys think? So we got more AEW theme songs be coming here on Thursday and the 5th to receive the release of Semi Hill 35 minutes. Very special friends. So let me see here. So who should be Sunset at last ever opponent in WWE? So do you think Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Savalas, or CM Punk? So Diamond Dallas Page is been turning this out. And it's Savalas is helping him out. So here's a figure pop. Figure. So we got a lot more to see here. So I do remember when it's that time Mr. Ambrose had some Moxley. I just him after that. So thank you for watching tonight's review. And I'll see you guys this Friday on Friday Night SmackDown. And so much more. So have a good Wednesday. Have a rest of your week. I'll see you guys this Friday live on SmackDown. And by this time, peace.